Hi, you're watching Mega News on Mega Network. I'm your host, Maria Fani. Here at Mega Network, we act as an umbrella to inform, educate, and bring awareness to the Middle Eastern community. Last week, I attended a public hearing right here at Grossmont Union High School District. Board members voted to change the elections from at-large to district elections. Things got pretty heated up. Let's take a look.
So what that told me for the very first time, not ever having explained by anyone here, that you no longer have an area to run in. So I'm sorry, it came kind of as a shock. I know you guys probably all know it.
The strongest supporter of the CBRA was Mrs. Shriver. And she has been until 3 days ago when apparently she found out what the ramifications of the law that she has been most enthusiastic about. And Mrs. Schreiber has been mentioning that this board is trying to legislate her off this board.
Is it a surprise? Is there some insidious plot or plan?
For those who don't know, Grossmont Union High School District has one of the largest Middle Eastern student body in California. What's interesting is that when the demographers who presented the data was asked if the Chaldean community, which is 68,000 strong in San Diego, was represented at all, we were shocked, not only here at Mega News, but also saw board member Priscilla Schreiber, who is an advocate for the Middle East community, being caught by surprise.
Well, no, they're
Just
not.
trying to get the balance.
Yeah, no, I understand. There are two things. First of all, I've looked at it because I've seen some press. And first of all, no, the Chaldean community is not included within the definition of a language minority. So they are not a protected class.
The board meeting was heated. Actually, it got pretty intense at some points. There were some community members who used their public speaking time to voice their concerns, saying the new proposed plans were going to gerrymander the district. We were surprised that the meeting wasn't full of community members. Perhaps it was due to the time and the day of the meeting, which has been a major concern of parents and citizens for some time. When we asked board member President Robert Shield, he had this to say.
Well, I can't tell you who was or were not aware. What I do know is that the staff in our district office at Grossmont made multiple efforts to get the word out.
Board member Priscilla Schreiber felt like she was getting a rotten deal because the new district maps layout will automatically unseat her position from that board. Shriver is okay with the district's elections as long as they are done the right way, although the rest of the board members maintain that Priscilla knew the ramifications of the new district map. Priscilla maintains that this was new to her, and perhaps the board acted unjustly and without her knowledge.
And there was no discussion. If you go back and watch our board meetings, there was no specific discussion about any of those maps. And then it became news to me last month when we had our second hearing that I couldn't run again, that he automatically got, Mr. Shield automatically got that seat. And I didn't realize that we had a majority-minority block because they never said that. So things changed from when I started down this process to say, yes, I support transitioning to that, but I support it being done in a transparent and a credible way.
Nevertheless, about a handful of members of the community spoke against the new proposed district planning, but one voice in particular was more prominent because of his role and position. Ben Kalasho, the president and founder of the Chaldean American Chamber of Commerce, spoke and suggested that the district election should be tabled for the time being because of the lack of notice and involvement the district showed to the Middle Eastern communities. Let's listen to a little bit of his speech.
We can go back and maybe in our native tongue explain to them why the process is being changed, how it was being changed, and how it was discussed. So I am in favor for tabling this discussion. I'm familiar with the legal process. I go to court all the time. So I know that while the expediency is maybe necessary, but the Chaldean community can't be forgotten in this process.
We have Ben Kalasho here at the studio. Ben, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Ben, tell us a little bit about the Chamber of Commerce first. When did you start it?
The Chaldean American Chamber of Commerce has been started 2.5 years now. We have grown exponentially. In fact, we are the fastest growing business group in San Diego. It's a chamber of commerce, just like any other chamber, but we're ethnic. Although the name is Chaldean American Chamber of Commerce, but we also act as a conduit to other Middle Eastern organizations, ethnicities, and other minorities.
Good to know. Now, you were at the hearing. Why are you so interested in this particular event and this cause?
Well, the topic of education is really important to the Chamber of Commerce. But moreover, the Grossmont Union High School District, the area that it covers, has a huge number of Middle Easterners, generally and specifically the Chaldean community. What we wanted and what was really important to us and our members was to ensure that the voting block of the Middle Eastern community and the Chaldean community wasn't dissected, wasn't split, so to speak, so that way their vote can be tallied in one voting block and to give them more strength and power. So that was the reason why we were there in full force.
Okay, what's next for you?
Well, the county is going to set aside some meetings where, again, it's going to be open to the public, where we're going to be in attendance. I hope this network can cover that as well. And they're going to basically approve the district elections. We're okay with the district elections. We fully support and understand it. We understand the ramifications of not going into that legally. And we're all for representing minorities in their voting block. However, I think the main issue, what we were getting at the chamber office from parents and other concerned citizens, was that Grossmont Union High School District didn't include them, or they weren't, let's say, they weren't given adequate heads up as to the meeting and as to what was going to be said in the meeting and how the maps were going to be drawn. So that's when we kind of came into the picture, and we're trying to ensure transparency and responsibility.
So pretty much you're saying that the public wasn't well informed, pretty much.
Yeah, they definitely, and it's hard to say because it's not to say that Grossmont Union High School District, it's such a long name. Can we shorten it for this? Can we just say the Grossmont District for this conversation?
Just call it Grossmont District.
Yeah, the Grossmont District maybe was well intended into reaching the Middle Eastern community, but they probably didn't know, well, let me go back. They didn't know how to do it the right way, because when I spoke to them, they said that they had the meeting times posted at the district offices and at the library. And immediately I told them, I said, listen, if you want to get to the Middle Eastern community, you have to post at the Arabic supermarkets, maybe the churches or the mosques, and somewhere where they frequent more often. But the most important thing that they can do, not just for the Grossmont district, but any other district or any other government municipality, is to reach out to our chamber. We have a huge database of Chaldeans, Arabs, other Middle Easterners where we can reach literally at a click of a finger. So they know that now, and they're going to be looking to us for assistance.
Well, good to know. Good to know that there's an outlet, there's a voice. We should raise our voice and actually participate in these meetings and have a say in anything that comes. Legislation is important. We need to do that.
Yeah, you know,
Go ahead.
when we were at the meeting, I mean, there was probably 12 people that were there from the community. I think about 5 or 6 of us spoke. I think I was the only Middle Easterner there, although we had some of our Chaldean Chamber board members. But it's crucial for the Middle Eastern community to show up in large numbers, because I know it's at an awkward time. When was it that we went?
It was on a Friday at 4 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, I know for working class citizens, this is probably not the perfect time to go, but I have to say that this is regarding education, regarding your students, the next generation. So if it means taking time off, I know it's probably not the right thing to say, but you have to do it. I mean, am I right?
Of course, yes.
Is this water, or is this water mine?
It's whatever you want it to be.
All right.
Next time we will actually have hummus for you.
That's really Middle Eastern.
You just have to bring your own pita.
Okay, well, we can definitely do that. That is water, by the way, and it's delicious.
And that's our show for today. Don't forget to get involved. Thanks for watching Mega News. I'm Maria Fani. Please subscribe below and comment if you like. Until next time, goodbye.